going to start off the video today with giving just a little moment of silence to the celebrities that a lot of us love passing over the past just few days. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, and another guy that a lot of you won't even know is Chuck Mangione. Look him up, you'll recognize the song. He had one real popular song. So let's do a little moment of silence, guys. All right. So, Mike, why would you give these people your time, your energy, your effort? They're just celebrities. They're people who don't care about you. Guess what? If they didn't care about us, they wouldn't have given us all that they gave us. So, no, they don't know me. If I were to get hurt or if I would have died, no, they would have not reached out on the internet or to my family or anyone and said, their condolences and all that stuff. That wouldn't have happened because they don't know me. So there's a lot of people out there that have a problem with people, having feelings and love and care towards celebrities, be it movie, TV, musician, athlete, that kind of stuff. A lot of people out there don't understand, and well, you'll understand when one of your icons, your legends, the people that you care for die. You'll understand them. And truth of the matter is, you don't have a lot of that nowadays. And this isn't a preach about when I was younger, but when I was younger, you had celebrities. Like, I grew up with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I grew up with Sylvester Stallone. You don't get any bigger than that. I grew up with the likes of Harrison Ford. You don't get any bigger than that. Tom Cruise. You don't get any bigger than that. I grew up with people like Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Good old Dolly. When she goes, that's a tragedy. And she's like 90. All these people, their time's coming, guys. And there's tons of celebrities, whatever business that they're in. There's tons of celebrities from the beginning of time until today that a lot of them I didn't grow up with, but over time I've learned to respect them and appreciate what they did. I'll give you one example, and that's Andy Griffith. Now, I didn't really grow up with the Andy Griffith show, but later in my life, in the 90s, I watched it all the time. I probably watched all the episodes, and I've probably watched them all a couple times. Love the Andy Griffith show, but that was a little bit before my time, so I didn't really appreciate it, and a lot of it was in black and white. So I didn't want anything to do with that. Ooh, that's old. See, I was that way too when I was younger. Ooh, I don't know what that is. That's old. I don't want to watch that. Dick Van Dyke Show. Mary Tyler Moore. Carol Burnett Show and all these other shows. I don't like the Honeymooners. Never did like that. Or All in the Family. I never did like All in the Family. But there's so many of these shows that I didn't really grow up with, but I've learned in my older years to appreciate and see what they brought and how things have, changed a little bit because of some of these shows and some of these characters and some of these actors and some of these things. So I learned to appreciate these things. Let's look at what people have nowadays. Nothing. You really don't have anything. You don't have big album sales. There's no Michael Jacksons, no Madonnas, no Princes, no Elvis, no, even though I don't like them, the Beatles. There's no Rolling Stones. There's no Led Zeppelins. There's no Motley Crues, no Guns N' Roses. There's no Temptations. There's no Commodores. There's no, rap. It's already been, there is no good rap anymore. It all sucks. No matter what you say, it sucks now. There's nothing now in TV. There's nothing. It's all reality, crapality. None of it's real. It's all garbage. It's disgusting. There's nothing out there. All the late night show talk host people, they're nobody you can look at and appreciate and adore and look up to and see their brilliance. They're all garbage. Johnny Carson, David Letterman, heck, even Conan O'Brien has more notoriety than all these other people. There's nobody out here that's doing what people did when I grew up. That's why it's hard to beat my generation. So we kind of had the best of everything, and you guys are getting kind of these crap renditions of what we had. So I feel sorry for people because you don't really have anyone to look up to. No role models. No, I want to be Hulk Hogan. I want to be the next, Harrison Ford. I can be the next Indiana Jones. The Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the people like that, the Michael Jordans, the Mike Tysons. So anyway, just kind of a little opening appreciation for who we've lost and where we've come from and the greatness that was and will never be again. So tell me, when's the last time there was a Thriller album type of a release, something that was so global? You ain't gonna find it. None of these little boy bands, which I love boy bands, don't get me wrong, I do, but none of these little boy band heartthrobs, they're not doing it. None of these Chris Browns or Ushers or even Justin Timberlake's, none of these guys are doing anything to top Michael Jackson and Prince. They never will. And I like those guys. I don't like Chris Brown. He's trash. But anyway, you see where I'm coming from. And that's why people like myself look up to these guys. They were our heroes. So even Malcolm Jamal Warner, being on the Cosby Show, he is a legendary, iconic actor, a figure, a character on a show that is, gold standard. The Cosby Show is gold standard. No matter what you think, what we think and what facts are two different things. So, anyway, having said that, I just wanted to give a little respect to these people that we all look up to at some point in time. So, also having said that, I do not feel like working out at all right now. It's going on 5 o'clock. It's 4:41. I'm getting a late start. We had class today, and I was awake by 2 a.m. And then I was in class until just after noon. Came home, had some lunch, and I had to go lay down. I was dead. And it wasn't just pretend dead. It was, I laid down and I was out. And then I had to get up and I had to go pick my wife up from work about 3:30. Then she wanted to go to the store and she had to get some groceries and wait on that and help unload the car and all that stuff. And so here we are. Anyway, that's what the channel's for, is chit chat, not just moving weights and doing amazing feats of strength, guys. It's chit chat, getting to know one another and understanding one another. So anyway, here we are. Today I'm gonna be doing shoulders and back, and I hope that once I get going that I get going and I feel good. I may have to play some music while I do this to just give me something to listen to and maybe try to get me hyped up a little bit. I may have to do that. So anyway, long opening to the video. That's how it is here on my channel. You don't like it, there's channels out there that give you 30-second videos and you can scroll right through them and go on. So we do things a little different here. We like to try to connect with people. So anyway, I'm tired and I'm grouchy, so might can sense that. So anyway, let's get this workout going because I'm ready to be done yesterday. Let's do some shoulders and some back. Alright, let's warm up with some 50-pound dumbbells. Dumbbells, set number 2. £80 dumbbells. Alright guys, let's do the 100-pound dumbbells. Set number 2, 100-pound dumbbells. Final set, 100-pound dumbbells. Alright guys, let's do some one-arm rows for the back. 100-pound dumbbell. Well, guys, just like that, we're done with another workout. Couple things here. I'm proud that I can still do the 100-pound dumbbell shoulder presses. Only thing I don't like is I'm not getting the reps that I used to get. I used to would always get 8, 9, 10 reps. A lot of times at least one set of 10, if not two. And but that goes with how things are going. You know, I'm not working out as hard and heavy, and you don't see me do shoulders all the time like I used to, and really push towards having, you know, these bigger, stronger goals, these lifts. So kind of goes with the territory, but still very proud that I can do them. I challenge anybody just to get them into position. So it's not easy moving 100-pound dumbbells around. No matter how many times you do them, it never gets easier. When you're just normal old folk like I am, 100-pound dumbbells are rough. So anyway, we move on to the one-arm dumbbell rows. I hate doing those. I hate them. That's why you don't see me do them very often. They're painful to move that kind of weight with one arm for that many reps. It's just real painful. It's not a pleasant experience at all, especially if you really stretch out your shoulder and your lats, which you're supposed to do with that movement that I try to preach about anytime I do those. You're supposed to let your shoulder and your lats completely fall out. Not up here. This ain't working your shoulder, your lats. You know, this ain't doing anything. This is doing your bicep. You have to let those muscles and everything fall out, your shoulder, because once your shoulder goes, your lat goes, and where it goes, it goes. So let them fall. Reach out there. So anyway, doing them like that definitely is not fun. So and actually I only meant to do 2 sets with the 100s on the one-arm dumbbell rows. My first set I was going to do the 80s just to kind of warm up, but I forgot, and I've done that before. So anyway, so a decent workout. Again, I didn't want to work out at all. Like, if there was ever a time, this would be one of those times where I just did not want to work out. But I still got in there and got something done, and made myself pretty proud. So anyway, guys, hope I give you a little inspiration to do these things, and even better, greater, more amazing things. If I do help you to do anything like that, it's my pleasure, and it's my job to do that with this channel. And maybe you can inspire me and make me feel good by give me a like, share, and a subscribe, and some comments, and I'd appreciate that. And also, don't forget the very most important thing: get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. Rest in peace to all those that were losing. See y'all later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!